It was against the law. When I was a kid, you couldn't waste food in my dad and mama house. Didn't nothing go in our trash can but dirt and paper. That was it.
Been true once, but not anymore. Increasingly, America's landfills are piling up with food waste. How much? Millions of tons. Meanwhile, millions of Americans go hungry each day. Estimates suggest food lost in production and in homes could help reverse the country's hunger problem. So let's take a look at food waste and what some people are doing to help end it.
Some people take it for granted that they have meals on their table every night, and other kids are just hungry and their stomachs turning and stuff, and they just throw their food away, and some people could have that.
It's no secret the American love affair with food runs deep. Restaurants line nearly every street corner, and some people know the McDonald's dollar menu as well as they know the Pledge of Allegiance. But it's a torrid affair filled with scandal. Nearly 40% of all food produced in the U.S. is left uneaten. That's 3 of every 8 slices of pizza. Why is that a problem for the richest nation in the world? Simply because some people don't have the luxury of wasting food. Statistics show 1 in 6 Americans are food insecure. Their next meal isn't guaranteed. 1 in 6. That's a large number. But there is hope.
Yes, sir. Have you been here before? Oh, you haven't?
Right there at those bags.
The application's up there. Is the pen down there, baby?
Harriet Griffin is one of many food champions who helps redirect food into the neediest hands. She runs a monthly pantry out of her Mount Pisgah church, and she says federal assistance only goes so far to help her clients.
And we selected the 3rd Saturday because by the end of the month, people who are on supplements and Social Security, that kind of stuff, they don't have enough food stamps. It doesn't last for a whole month.
Dozens of people visit her pantry as individuals and families on the 3rd Saturday of every month. They come from various ethnic and educational backgrounds, and they all need help. Meet Tanya Brim.
It's extra help for the foods that I can't actually afford to go out and buy due to income limitations.
Brim carries several grocery bags worth of food into her SUV, as she has done multiple times since losing her job. Mount Pisgah provides the essentials to people like Tanya: fruit, canned vegetables, even poultry. It is a USDA certified facility, says Griffin. It operates under strict rules of labeling products that are being distributed.
It's first come, first served, but we would have to do an application, get their information, because the majority of the food, if you see, I have USDA signs in the kitchen there, there's USDA food, so they come out and do their inspection and stuff, and one thing they said was this first come, first served.
Some Leon County residents are making their living growing food. Meet one man who appreciates tilling the earth and plucking food from the ground.
People, older folk know this. Younger kids are the ones that pretty much throw away a lot of food, but a lot of young kids, might not know what it's like to go hungry. They've been hungry, but it's not hungry like what I'm talking about. That's the difference in being hungry, haven't eaten in 3-4 hours, and say hunger.
Are you here for the burger challenge?
Oh yeah. Absolutely.
All right. It is a 3-pound burger and 1 pound of fries. You have 20 minutes to eat everything on the plate.
Okay. Whoa, whoa.
A Around the country and world, food is entertainment and even sport. But these food challenges aren't unique to any place, nor do they only attract a single age group. Marvin makes an interesting point about the relationship to food that adults must demonstrate to children.
So you just have to educate them and be conscious. Hopefully if you're conscious of it, you'll make better decisions, better choices. That's all you can ask for, and that's how it needs to start. But like I said, I don't have the answers. Just some things that I've thought about over through the years.
It's a much better philosophy on sustainability that we have. When I was a kid, sustainability was not an issue. They find this like a very weird thing, but yet they find this very easy to understand.
Some agencies court young volunteers to help rescue food.
Yeah, it's not something that you do every day, but it's good because I'm like helping people and they need it, and it makes you feel good about yourself because other people don't have the time to do or don't feel like they're good enough to give back to their community. So it's good.
I'll give you an overview of what it is exactly that we do here, and then from there we're going to go on to some food safety training, okay?
On a warm March morning, dozens of volunteers fill a Feeding South Florida pantry in Miami. Their goal? Sort, package, and prepare hundreds of boxes of food essentials for people in the area. It is part of Feeding South Florida's effort to put food into the hands of the hungry.
So all this product is what food banks really do. Over 202 food banks across the country under Feeding America, 9 here in Florida under Feeding America that serve the 67 counties in Florida really help to rescue a lot of this product that would otherwise go to waste, bring it in, sort through it to make sure it's safe for distribution, and then put it on the tables of families who are struggling to put food on the table themselves, especially highly nutritious and healthy food that'll provide them more nutrients than anything else that they would get on their own.
What do I get?
Who y'all got here? What we get over here?
I wasn't able to go back to work after a major surgery, so I had to go on Social Security, and so this helps out because Social Security is not a whole lot, so I have to come to food banks to get the extra help.
And that's the mission of any food pantry, feeding needy people well.
Hey, how you doing?
Volunteers run a robust service for clients at Mount Pisgah.
So that's 3. 56 and 86. Okay, thank you. We used to call them. We have a list. We used to call them, let them know, hey, tomorrow is food distribution from 9 to 11 at Mount Pisgah. You need to be there. But now, they already know it's first come, first serve. And then a lot of the people now are just coming because they've gotten word from somewhere.
Some people don't always make it to the pantries.
People in the likes of the third world countries would be very appreciative of the waste that we actually do throw away.
Back in Miami, volunteers are clear about how important their role is in rescuing food. It takes a certain passion to do it.
You see, my opinion is I feel disgusted because there's a lot of people out here who actually need the food. Like, there's homeless people everywhere nowadays who can't eat, and food is just thrown away every single day.
We really go out into the community and we ask folks for specific items. When we pick up product from retail outlets or from manufacturers or distribution companies, we primarily get a lot of canned vegetables and things like that. However, we don't see a lot of the needed protein items that are out there. From canned tuna to canned chicken to soups to meals in a can. Those are those items that are really needed, not only for our families, but especially for our children as we look to fill in those backpacks and get those meals out to the community.
So please listen to the message that I send. Don't ever talk to a girl who says she just has a friend.
It was against the law. When I was a kid, you couldn't waste food in my dad and mama house. Didn't nothing go in our trash can but dirt and paper. That was it. Man, my daddy look in the garbage can, see some food in there, there's gonna be some problems. My parents work way too hard.
What are you doing right now, Marvin?
Putting on a little mustard green for an order I have early for later today. I just got 2 bags of mustard. I get 2 bags of collards. And I need to gather about 5 pounds of squash that we grow down on our farm in the greenhouse.
Marvin says cooking is one thing that has helped him learn to appreciate food. He says he doesn't mind the effort. He says he was lucky to have been introduced to the importance of cooking really early.
Fun day. I always loved working in the garden. But very vividly remember my mother's father cooking. He only cooked one dish only. And that was beef stew. And I remember that. I'll never forget it because I saw how happy it made my grandmother. I was like, wow. Grandma sure was happy. She didn't have to cook today. Man. It made her that happy. And I need to learn how to cook. So when I get grown and get married, I can make my woman that happy. That's what I did.
The Environmental Protection Agency also has a few tips to help people reduce their waste. Finish the contents of your fridge before you go shopping again. Also, when shopping, buy only products you plan to use. Get creative with the things you prepare from your fridge and pantry. When eating out, only order what you're sure you will eat. Donate food that you might not use to food pantries. On that last note, Paco Velez says people should understand that food bank clients are truly in need.
I would try to take as many people that don't realize or recognize that families who are struggling to put food on the table are our working families. They have problems at home, whether they can't make their rent payment, whether they have a broken car, whether the main breadwinner has an injury and can't go work. Whatever the issue is somehow convey that story in a very profound way that families or folks that don't realize that there's hunger can see it and understand what families are going through. That it's not folks just sitting at home not wanting to do anything. It's people that have 1 or 2 or even 3 jobs.
Food pantries and food banks could always use more hands. Volunteer to help end food waste.
Yes, I understand that every life must end. As we sit alone, I know someday we must go on. Oh, I'm a lucky man to count on both hands the ones I love. Some folks just have one